everyone. So this video will be very short. This is supine poses for prenatal women. So as you know, there is a vena cava vein in the back there for the moms, and that vein is responsible for bringing blood and oxygen to the baby. So as I said in previous training videos, there's not many supine poses that you can do. I would just not do that many, but there's 3 that you could do with modifications. Okay, so I will say you can do legs up the wall, and this is for the mom that has swelling in the ankles, and they need some relief in the ankles. So the way you can do it is you can place a pillow underneath the sacrum and then also have a pillow for the head. So the way that looks like is I'm going to demonstrate it here against these double doors. So you'll have a pillow here. I would do kind of a long, this is not a pillow, this is a blanket, but I would do a log type roll, okay, for the spine. And the reason why I put some cushion on the spine so that the floor isn't pressing so hard against their back or the vein that is responsible for bringing blood and oxygen to the baby. I will say that if any mom is experiencing any dizziness, to tell them to stop to do any of the poses on their back and then do a different pose, some pose on their side. Okay, so let them know that before you instruct them to do this if they want to do something for their swelling of the ankles. Okay, so you'll have one thing for the spine. You can use a block for the pelvis. You would have them scoot their buns close towards the wall, but I would say if they want to use the block, they can for the sacrum, but if they don't want to, feel free. Or they can use a bolster. So they would either bring their buns close towards the wall, outside of the hip is on the bolster or pillow or block. Then you're going to lay down, one doing it from the side. And the reason why I say for moms to start to lay down on their side first is you don't want to put any pressure or use the abs in a weird way when they're pregnant, okay? And they probably don't even feel comfortable laying down any other way besides going sideline. Then they'll lay down, swing the legs up towards the wall, and adjust the props as needed. Okay, so the spine is on the blanket, pelvis is on the bolster, legs are up the wall. Okay, to get down from the pose, you're going to sweep the legs off to one side, gently roll to one side, and then get all the way up, okay? The next pose I want to show you is happy baby pose. Happy baby pose should be okay, but if it's not, remember if they're feeling any fatigue or anything like that, or not fatigue, dizziness or nausea, they're not going to do happy baby. But happy baby, you'll do an active happy baby with the mom, so lie on their back, and their happy baby will be knees on the outside of the chest near the armpits, and have them rock from side to side, so they're not just still on top of the vein or the spine too long. Okay, so they'll lie on their back. Remember, side lying first. Come onto their back. Happy baby, they can hold the inner feet, outer feet, but the knees will come to the outside of baby, and then they can rock from side to side. This should feel good on their lower back. And if they have round ligament pain, they should feel nice compressing the hip flexors here. Okay? And then if I showed you some of the seated poses, one of them was pigeon. If pigeon hurts their knees and it's just not good for them, they can lie on the blanket, do figure 4, hugging the thigh bone in towards their chest. And that will be their hip stretch. Okay? And those are all the supine poses I recommend. If you have a question about one of the supine poses that you want to incorporate, feel free to email me, leave a comment, and let me know. Other than that, I wouldn't do too much on their back. Okay.